All right, shalom, shalom. Giving all praises, glory, and honors unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Dash. Double honor to the apostles, bishops, the great millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. It's your brother Zion, one from GMS Atlanta. Back with another edifying video. And, a lot of things have happened over the weekend, the last couple of days. Hurricanes and storms and explosions and things. And, so I just want to speak a few words on that, filter things through the scriptures. By the way, Apostle Har is premiering a video right now. Right? It's a little after 6:30 in the morning, so, whenever brothers are sitting in, getting ready to go to work or heading to work or a little after work, go ahead and listen if you can, or check that out later today. Right? So let me see here. So dealing with Helene, right? This is from 144 News. And I have up 144, right? The aftermath of Hurricane Helene, which stormed through the southeast this past weekend. It says Helene ravages southeast. Hurricane Helene has left a trail of devastation since making landfall last week, killing over 100 people across Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Virginia. Dozens of people remain unaccounted for. More than 4 million people have experienced power outages, and a lot of different people that I know personally, they've been out of power for about 3 days now. And it's coming back on. A lot of the businesses are back on, but a lot of the homes are still without power. But they're functioning, I mean, that was a major storm that rolled through. And that's what we mean when we say that Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, is behind the judgments and the evils that are in the city and the towns, right, amongst the people. It's not Satan, it's not the devil, that's God, okay? When you have a devastating tornado that ravages the Midwest here in the U.S., what do you call that? You call that, like once it's an F5 tornado, you call that a finger of God. You don't call that the finger of Satan, right? Whenever there's devastating destruction, they title it as biblical proportions because of the major flood that the Lord Yahweh, God, brought upon the earth. Okay? And this is what's going to happen. A lot of you people are going to realize that you're being humbled by the Most High God. You're being humbled and you're being brought down low. Okay? Now it says, a leading danger has come from floods and mudslides. In Tennessee, a bridge collapsed and a dam narrowly avoided failure. In North Carolina, entire towns and cities were cut off, with Asheville, a population of 94,000, largely isolated for days, requiring emergency supplies to be airlifted in. Atlanta witnessed the heaviest downfall of rain in a 48-hour period in its history. Yeah, it was about 9 to 10 inches, I believe they reported. So that's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua bringing that rain. Okay? Dozens of people across multiple states have been rescued by helicopter. It says see photos. And then I believe also you had this too, the Hezbollah leader killed. An Israeli airstrike killed Hezbollah's longtime leader Hassan Nasrallah over the weekend. The strike involved 80 tons of bunker buster bombs, killing Nasrallah at a meeting of senior leaders below residential building south of the Lebanese capital of Beirut. I'm going to read down in the bottom. It says Israel has significantly expanded attacks across the region, killing other top Hezbollah commanders over the past week. It also struck Iran-backed Houthi rebels yesterday, its second such strike in Yemen. So there was a lot of destruction and devastation going on the past weekend. And these are things that we find in the scriptures. Okay? Let me see here. I think that's the main news from this here. I think that's the main news from this here. Okay, here we go. Politics and world affairs. Nepal flooding and landslides leave at least 148 people dead, with capital of Kathmandu hardest hit. So you can't tell me that this isn't the Most High. You can't tell me that this isn't the Lord. Okay? Let me see here. Now this happened yesterday. There was a explosion not too far from Atlanta, out of Conyers, Georgia. Conyers Biolab Fire, GEMA, which is the Georgia state version of FEMA, issued shelter in place for 83,000 residents. No one died, but it was a heavy chemical fire. And it's just, that's judgment. There's a lot of, like I said, a lot of destruction that's coming from the Lord. So let me get a precept real quick. And I'll end off with this. Just one quick precept, like the Apostle Paul said, just one quick scripture, right? Amos 3:6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord has not done it? I read it in the NLT. When the ram's horn blows a warning, shouldn't the people be alarmed? Does disaster come to a city unless the Lord has planned it? Right? So that's all the planning of the Lord. It's all his power and his will. It says, indeed, the sovereign Lord never does anything until he reveals his plans to his servants, the prophets. And this is something that we've been talking about for years. So with that, I'll pretty much end it here. Hope this is edifying. I'll say shalom.